Mario Garcia. Hello. What do you guys think of a website that sells kitchen islands, kitchen carts, bar cabinets, and bar carts? I've done my research on these products and meet all criteria. What criteria do they meet, Mario? Because these products you can certainly sell. There's nothing wrong with them. But if they meet all the criteria, because what I think is these are all good, but I think they are not diverse enough. These are basically all the same things. It's all just a bulky piece of furniture. If I was going down that route, I would diversify my product selection a little bit more.
And I think it's going to depend on how you execute it. I have a call with a student after this. She selling certain products, but from my analysis, not executing it very well. What you want to have happen is that when you have someone come to your website, say they're searching for let's just say a bar cabinet, that's what they want. And so if your website is not designed in a way where they might click a product, but that from Google Shopping, just because people just randomly click whatever from what they search, that might not be exactly what they're looking for. And if your website isn't tuned up enough to get them to shop around and contact you and basically have them find what they need in that one place by using your navigation, by searching your site, maybe they could filter for some sizes, things like that, then you're not going to be able to maximize your presence in that product category. If you go on wayfair.com, for example, what you see, and this is, I feel like Wayfair is kind of a good example and a bad example. It's a bad example because they sell so much stuff, but it's a good example because they've actually done the best they can to make it friendly for the user to navigate through all that stuff. So if you click furniture on their thing, you click office furniture, it has another menu. You click furniture, you can then click office furniture, you can then click desks, you can click chairs, you can click bookcases, and then you click desks. You get to a place where then you can filter what kind of desk you need by the size, by the price, by the color, by the shape, etc. And by the type. Gaming desk, standing desk, executive desk, desk with chair set. So this is what you need to keep in mind, is that you don't want to be as complicated as Wayfair because that takes a lot to manage. But if you are selling something, you need to be the authority on it, and kind of like the customer does not need to leave your website to find what they're looking for.
Well, so Joe, when you said fine tuning, what do you mean in regards to fine tuning?
I guess what I'm saying is that, say you have a website that sells these kitchen islands, kitchen carts, bar cabinet, and bar cart. The way your website should be set up is that if you just have one brand of kitchen island and like two sizes,
Mhm.
3 products of kitchen carts, and just a couple different sizes, in my opinion, that's not enough. Yeah, you might make a few sales here or there, but Mike, if you look at our websites, if consider the website we have now, or even the website that we sold for $650K, the last sale that we did, even though the website name had nothing to do with our best-selling product, we had mega menus built out that helped the user find the exact sizing and the exact specs of our best-selling product. So our website was finely tuned to sell that best-selling product, even though it had nothing to do with the domain name.
Joe is also saying when you go after these brands, if you just have one kitchen island that's just one type of spec, it's just one size, and then you have a bar cabinet that's just one size, it's going to be not ideal. Or at least if you're selling kitchen islands, for example, you want to make your store look as big and authoritative as possible. When you do mega menus, have separate menus for each size. Just build it out to give the customer the best experience possible. Don't just have your navigation be kitchen islands, kitchen carts, bar cabinets, bar carts. And that's actually what like the old advice used to be back in the day, dropshipping. We used to do that even back in the day too. Just like the navigation would be so bad. And yeah, I think it hinders customers to some degree.
Yeah, we're always, not so much now, but I feel like back in the day, we were always thinking about someone is landing on this site. And it's not like we were looking at any like complicated heat maps or anything like this, but we would just think about it. Like, if someone's landing on this page, what do they need to see? We're tweaking the menus, somewhat regularly, where we used to quite a lot.
Yeah, honestly, this makes me think that we should go back and audit our menus now. And I think it's probably an even better job we could be doing. I found it to be really important the level of experience you give a customer in terms of like how easy it is for them to narrow in and find what they're looking for.
Yeah.
Because
Because
even if you have 3 different Kitchen Island brands and that you have a few hundred products within that, you can't just have a navigation that's Kitchen Islands and it just takes you to a page with all Kitchen Islands. Customers are going to leave.
yeah, when I look at like our sales in Shopify now, like I'll look at where the customer first hit, like the first landing page they hit. And I would say at least 50% of the time, just based on when I look at it, I feel like they often land on a product that is not the product that they end up buying. And that's just a result of what we're talking about now.
Or actually, what I found, Joe, too, is when you have your product and it has like the variants are really well done,
Mhm.
that also makes a big difference because customers like to be able to play around and change the size or change these colors. And I personally feel like when we have products that have really well done variants, we're using bold product options to add on other stuff and just make it a more complete experience that customers seem to stay on the page longer. They seem to respond better to those products. But also, in turn, when somebody's clicking over from Google Shopping, they land on your page and now they're looking at the different variants. They're spending more time on the page. They're clicking around. They're scrolling. That shows Google people are interacting with the page in a positive way. They're not just bouncing and exiting your website. And therefore, Google rewards you for that. You get cheaper clicks. You get shown more. So it creates a bit of a upward spiral.